Hey people, CzarThwomp here, and welcome to the second episode of Ace Attorney, of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Last time we started the game, found out that Larry potentially murdered Cindy. Well, we know he did it. We know he did. Come on, why am I even pretending? We know he did. We know Frank did it. We know Frank saw it, murdered Cindy with the thinker. And so, anyways, let's keep moving.
Yes! Yes, it was 1 p.m. for certain.
Frankly, I find that hard to believe. Your statement directly contradicts the autopsy report. The autopsy notes the time of death at somewhere but after 4 p.m. There was no body to find at 1 p.m. I'm very punny. How do you explain this 3-hour time gap?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a witness paid objection for you.
This is trivial! The witness really forgot the time!
After his testimony, I find that hard to believe. Mr. Sahwit, why were you so certain that you found the body at 1 p.m.?
Gee, that's a real good question. Great job, Wright. Way to put him on the spot. That's all you have to do. Point out the contradiction. Lies always beget more lies. See through one and their whole story falls apart. Wait, I remember now.
Would you care to give your testimony again? The time of the discovery.
You see, when I found the body, I heard the time. There was a voice saying the time. It was probably coming from the television. Oh, but it was 3 hours off, wasn't it? I guess the victim must have been watching a video or hit of a tape program. That's why I thought it was 1 p.m. Terribly sorry about that. It's a misunderstanding.
I am sorry if my Frank voice is just so off. It's just, with these, it's just, here's the voices for a chapter, they're never going to appear again. It's like, you don't get that much time to get used to it. And I'm trying to go off my headcanon voice for him. I see. You heard a voice saying the time on a tape program. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Right! You know what to do!
I've got this one. I'm not going to do more because Frank is frankly a dull witness. Yes, basically, you go into the television and you use Winston's own evidence against him. If you get that objection, Phoenix, on the bottom screen, you know you did it right. Hold it right there! The prosecution has said that there was a blackout at the time of the discovery, and this record proves it. I'll probably check after this and then turn the volume up if I need to. You couldn't have heard television or a video. The defense has a point. Do you have an explanation for this, Mr. Sahwit?
No, I find it quite puzzling myself. Quite! Wait, I remember now.
Mr. Sahwit, the court would prefer to hear an accurate testimony from the very beginning. These constant corrections are harming your credibility. Yes, because that's the face of credibility. That, and you seem rather distraught.
My apologies, Your Honor. It must have been the shock of finding the body.
Very well, Mr. Sahwit. Let's hear your testimony once more, please. Hearing the time.
Actually, I didn't hear the time. I saw it. There was a table clock in the apartment, wasn't there? Yeah, the murder weapon. The killer used it to hit the victim. That must have been what I saw.
You saw a clock. I guess that would explain it. The defense may cross-examine the witness. Gladly. Now, our next thing is going to be the thinker clock. Because it's actually a clock, not a statue, but we think it's a statue. I know. I want to make sure. A table clock? Was there a clock at the scene? This is the first I've heard of it. I think this is the one. This is what it is with the Ace Attorney series. You know what it is. You know the evidence, but you have to pick the right statement. The murder weapon?
Yes, the table clock that was used as the weapon. That's what I just said. Did you doze off in the middle of my statement or something?
Something's fishy here. Yes, this is it. Present the thinker. Present the thinker. Wait just a moment. The murder weapon wasn't a clock. It was this statue. Now how is this supposed to be a clock? Yeah! We get the pursuit thing going. You know Phoenix means business.
You with your objections and your evidence and your Jolly Ranchers and your Bluetooth and your iPhones and your PlayStation 4s and your Adidas shoes. Oh, you make me angry. I saw it. I saw it all. Do you mock Frank Sahwit? Do you mock the face of God? Just who do you think you are?
Just answer the question, Mr. Sahwit.
Hey, I saw it there. Okay, that's a clock. Your Honor, if I may!
Yes, Mr. Payne?
I'm the witness stated this statue is indeed a clock. The neck is a switch. You just tilt it and it says the time out loud. As it doesn't look like a clock, I submitted the statue. My apologies.
I see. Payne's voice is going to destroy me. Winston's voice is going to destroy me on the inside. So the murder weapon was a table clock after all. Well, Mr. Wright, it appears that the witness's testimony was correct. This is a clock. Do you have any problems with this testimony now? Big time! You always have a problem. There's always a problem with every testimony. Your Honor, there was a gaping hole in the witness's testimony. The only way he could have known the weapon was a clock is to hold it in his hand. Yet the witness testified that he never entered the apartment. Clearly a contradiction. Indeed. The witness knew it was a clock because he went to the apartment. Yes, he knew the victim. He had lunch with her. You're lying. You were inside the apartment at the day of the murder.
Oh yeah? Prove it! Prove I went in there.
I'm sorry my Winston Payne and my Sahwit voices sound so similar, just they really are. I'll do better than that. I can prove you were the one who killed her. You struck her with the clock, and the shock of the blow triggered the clock's voice. That was the sound you heard. Order in the court. Intriguing. Please continue, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Sahwit, the sound must have left quite an impression on you. Understandable, since the murder weapon spoke just as you hit the victim. That voice was burned in your mind. That's why you were so certain about the time. Oh, speaking of time, I know this is off, this is a weird transition, but the reason I'm doing 25 minutes is because these trials are the bulk of the gameplay. If I do like 45 minutes, this series won't even last long. Won't even be sizable. Yes, Screechy. Yes, speak on, Tweedle Screechy.
What's the meaning of this? This is all baseless conjecture!
Baseless? Just look at the witness's face! Would the witness care to elaborate? Did you strike the victim with the clock?
That day, I never. Look, the clock. I heard no, I saw it. Toupee throw!
And that's when Phoenix realized his life was going downhill.
Shut up! I hate you. It was him. I tell you, I saw him. He killed her, and he should burn. Give him death. Give him the burning ring of fire. Give him the clap. Make him go to the Berry Pig Circus.
Order in the court, I say.
Your Honor, a moment, please. There isn't a shred of evidence supporting the defense's claim.
Mr. Wright, Your Honor, you claim the sound the witness heard came from the clock. Do you have any evidence? The whole case is riding on this. The whole case is riding on this. I better think through it carefully. Yes, Your Honor. The sound Mr. Sahwit heard was definitely this clock. A fact which is clear if you simply try sounding the clock. Let's sound the clock. Clock now, here in this court. Your Honor, may I have the clock? I ask the court to listen very carefully. I think it's a 25. That certainly is a strange way to announce the time. Well, he is the thinker after all. So, we've heard the clock. What are your conclusions, Mr. Wright? Mr. Payne, can you tell me what time it is now?
It's 11:25. Ah!
As you can see, this clock is exactly 3 hours slow, or 9 hours fast. Precisely the discrepancy between what Mr. Sahwit heard and the actual time of death. So, Mr. Sahwit, try to talk your way out of this one.
You forgot one thing.
Uh-oh, what's he talking about?
While it may seem like that clock is running 3 hours slow, it proves nothing. How do you know it was running 3 hours slow on the day of the murder? If you can prove that, you don't have a case.
Sorry, if you can't prove that, sorry. He's right. How am I going to prove that? Damn it, I was so close. Mr. Wright, it seems you lack the critical evidence to support your claim. Yes, Your Honor. This means I cannot let you indict the witness. Unfortunately, this ends the cross-examination of Mr. Frank Sahwit.
I come all the way down here to testify, and look what happens. They treat me like a criminal. A criminal! You lawyers are all slime!
I almost had him. Sorry, Larry. I failed you. There's nothing I can do about it now.
Not so fast, Sister Sahwit!
No, my guys, that's so strange. Chief!
Listen up, Wright. Don't throw this one away! Not like this! Think!
But Chief, it's over! I can't prove the clock was slow the day of the murder. No one can prove that! Yeah, and then that's where he comes in, just step aside, Wright. Let me handle this. Logic time. I just can't wait for the next for the next case.
Well, yes. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Try thinking out of the box. Don't waste time doubting the facts. Assume the clock was 3 hours slow and then get through it. Ask yourself, why was the clock 3 hours slow? Figure out the reason and you'll have your proof. Right? Can you think of a reason as to why that clock would be 3 hours slow?
Yes, it was actually running 9 hours fast. Wait, maybe I can prove it.
You must have evidence somewhere that can prove it, right?
Oh, like a passport? That they went to Paris? Or in the Japanese version of the game, we're going to America.
Find it and let him have it.
Well, Mr. Wright, you say the clock was already running slow on the day of the murder. Have you found evidence to support this claim? Of course. There is a piece of evidence in the court record that can prove my claim beyond a doubt.
Ha! Tough words! Let's see you pull this one off.
Like I said, I'm so sorry if my Sahwit and Payne voices are so similar. Anyways, passport. The victim had just returned home from abroad the day before the murder. As we all know, the time difference between here and Paris is 9 hours. When it's 4 p.m. here, it's 1 a.m. the next day there. The clock wasn't 3 hours slow, it was 9 hours fast. The victim hadn't reset her clock since returning home. That's why the time you heard when you struck her then in her apartment was wrong. Proof enough for you, Mr. Sahwit? Or should I say, Mr. Did It? Yes, Phoenix and his cringeworthy puns. And the first breakdown of the series. Just nothing too big, but it does the job. Yeah, every culprit will have a breakdown where they will spaz out when you finally prove their guilt. Oh, order, I say. Well, this case has certainly turned out differently than we all expected. Mr. Payne, your client?
He was arrested and has been taken away, Your Honor.
Very well. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor? I have to say I'm impressed. I don't think I've ever seen someone complete a defense so quickly and find the true culprit at the same time. Thank you, Your Honor. That's why you're going to have to do it for the rest of your life. Literally, that is Phoenix's life. He has to prove the culprit is defending guilty, innocent, and find the true culprit. At this point, this is only a formality, but this court finds the defendant, Mr. Larry Butts, not guilty. Confetti! The traditional Ace Attorney confetti. And with that, the court is adjourned. It turns out that Frank Sahwit was a common burglar. He posed as a newspaper salesman to check and see when people were out of their house. That day, when Larry went to her apartment, the victim wasn't home. After he left, Mr. Sahwit let himself in to do his dirty work. While he was searching her place, the victim returned. Flustered, Mr. Sahwit grabbed the nearest blunt object he could find. August 3rd, 2:32 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. Phew, I still can't believe we won.
Right, good job in there. Congratulations.
Thanks, Chief. I owe it all to you.
Not at all. Not at all. You fought your own battles in there. Except when you thought that I was the victim. God's sake, Wright. It's been a while since I've seen a trial end on such a satisfying note.
I've never seen the Chief looking this happy. If she's this glad, imagine how Larry must feel. My life is over! Larry, you're supposed to be happy. What's wrong now? Aw, Nick! Don't worry about me. I'll be dead and gone soon. Good. Wait, no, I mean bad. So Phoenix, meanwhile, he's thinking in blue text, he's thinking good. Larry, you're innocent. The case is closed. But my Wendy's gone, man. We're gone forever. Larry, she was a... Nah, never mind.
Congratulations, Harry.
Harry?
Yeah, you. I can practically see the headlines now. Harry Butts, innocent.
Mia is not very good with names, if you haven't realized. Thanks. I really owe you one. And welcome to one of Larry's most defining character traits, which is why he's getting the Kazuichi voice. Larry literally crushes on every girl he comes across. And he will get dumped more times than you can count in this series. I won't forget this, ever. Let's celebrate. Dinner, movie, my treat. Nick, give me $20.
Oh, no, I couldn't.
Hey, I was the one who got you off the hook. Oh, hey. Here, take this. It's a present. And Larry, and this is when you realize that Larry is truly just the bringer of bad luck, considering what happens next chapter with that thinker clock.
A present for me? Wait, wasn't this the evidence that...
Actually, I made this clock for her. I made one for her and one for me.
Really? You made this? Well, thank you. I'll keep it as a memento.
Yo, Nick, can you believe it? I was so into that chick. You're into every chick, Larry. And she was just playing me for a fool. Don't you? Doesn't that make you want to cry? Larry.
Are you so sure?
Squeeze me?
I think she thought I'd lie to you in her own way.
Nah, you don't gotta sympathize with me, so okay?
Oh, I'm not just sympathizing, really. Isn't that right, Wright? Don't you have something to show your friend?
Yes, this is the post-trial, get some closure with the evidence.
Something that proves how she felt about him?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. What the heck is she talking about? The thinker clock, because she actually kept it, Larry made it, it was heavy. Check this out, Larry. Proof positive you weren't just some chump to her. Huh? Where'd you get that clock? This is the clock you made for her, Larry. She took it with her when she drove. Yeah, Phoenix just took a clock out of evidence. She probably just did need a clock, that's all. You think so? It's a pretty heavy clock to take traveling. Well, make of it what you will. Hey, Nick! Sorry. I'm glad I asked you to be my lawyer. Really, I am. Thanks! Yeah. Who else were you going to ask? Edgeworth to be your lawyer? Edgeworth, he was the exact opposite. Your Honor, Larry is guilty! Do you have any proof of that, Prosecutor Edgeworth? I have a lifetime of proof! And a lifetime's worth of witnesses! Just all these Edgeworth just leads up. Okay, Meredith, bring them in! Gumshoe, bring them in! And then just all these people, all these ex-girlfriends and all these teachers, they just come in to just bash Larry. Hope that makes you feel a little better.
Right? I hope you see the importance of evidence now. Also, hopefully you realize things change depending on how you look at them. People, too. We never really know if our clients are guilty or innocent. All we can do is believe in them. And in order to believe in them, you have to believe in yourself. Right. Listen, learn, grow strong. Never let go of what you believe in. Never. Well, I think our work here is done. Shall we be off?
Yeah, I guess so.
Say, how's about dinner? On me. We'll drink a toast to innocent butts.
And this is the one time in the series where some people actually treat Phoenix to a meal. Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Harry, you were saying part of why you became a lawyer was because of him.
Yeah, part at least.
You'll have to tell me more about it sometime. Maybe over drinks.
And so my first trial came to a close. Larry slapped me on the back and said, Gee, Nick, it's good to have friends. I'm pretty sure he's not going to pay me, unless you count the clock he gave me. I didn't know it then, but that clock was soon going to be at the center of another incident. And my promise to tell the chief about me and Larry would be one promise that I wouldn't be able to keep. Or rather, one promise that you just didn't feel that you had the time to fulfill, considering just who your assistant is. Brand new episode's been added. Slow Turn, Turnabout Sisters. No, I'm not going to save the game. And you get Frank Sahwit, just that creepy Frank Sahwit smile. Turnabout Sisters. Cellular.
Hello, this is Maya. Hey, Maya, it's me. Mia, what's up? You haven't called in a while. Sorry, I've been so busy. How you been? Well, lonely. It's been all your fault. Nah, I'm just teasing.
Yeah, Maya's voice, like I said before in my Danganronpa 2 playthrough, Ibuki's voice was based off the headcanon voice I have from Maya.
I've been great. I'm finally getting used to having my own place. That's good to hear. Actually, I'm calling because I have a favor to ask. I know. You want me to hold the evidence for you. Sharp as always. There's a lot of buzz about the upcoming trial. I just don't feel safe keeping the evidence here. I got you, so what is it this time? It's a clock. A clock? Yeah, it's made to look like the statue of the thinker, and it tells you the time. I thought you might like it. You always like toys. Hey, I'm not a little girl anymore, sis. Now, you know I'm only teasing. I should probably tell you, the clock isn't talking right now. Huh? It's not working? That's lame! I had to take the clockwork out, sorry.
Yes, this is Larry's. This is how you repay Larry. He gives you a clock, you just remove everything about it.
I put some papers inside and said, papers? Is that the evidence then? Well, there's a possibility it might turn out that way, yes. Can you come by the office at, say, 9 p.m. to pick it up? I'll be in a treat trial meeting until then. Okay, sis, but I expect dinner. Something good. You better give me burgers, sis, or I will kill you. I'll come in with the clock. Like burgers. I could really go for a good burger. Okay. We'll hit the usual joint. Alright, it's the deal. Okay, sis, see you soon.
I'm sorry my voice is cracking.
Yep, I'll be waiting, Maya.
Conversation recorded. September 5th, 9:27 a.m. September 5th, 8:57, Bangkok Law Office. Now, Miss Faye, I'll take what's mine, the papers.
I'm sorry, but I can't give you what I don't have.
Miss Faye, you are a poor liar. Why, I see Zerbit right here, over there. That must be the thinker that's Swal 808 those papers.
How could you know?
Ho! You are not cogniferous of my background. Gathering infotel is my business, you see.
I should have been more careful.
Ho! My dear Miss Faye, I'm so very sorry, but I'm afraid I must ask you for one more thing. Your eternal silence. Farewell, Miss Faye. She got thinkered. Here's red, white!
Red, white, blue, corp.
Turnabout Sisters, yes. September 5th, 9 a.m. Bango Law Offices. Uh-oh, I'm late. Huh? That's strange. The chief must have gone home already. She said her sister was coming over, so we could all go out for dinner. What's that smell? Blood? Mia! Maybe she's in her office. Yeah, this is the only time you really see the lobby of the law firm. I smell blood, and that can't be good. I have to check to see if it's Mia. Is the chief okay? Yes. You can't examine. You have to move. Yes. That smell. Blood. And Charlie is down! Freaking Phoenix! Don't go for Charlie! Don't go for the office's mascot. Just leave Charlie on the ground. Yes, the plant's name is Charlie. And Charlie is down! Charlie's a victim in all this. Yes! Someone's there. Sis! You promised me we'd get burgers! Sis! Why are we getting burgers? Why do you have to die, sis? And then tell me where the credit card is! I know that this is a tragic moment, but I just can't help but think in the back of my mind that Maya is secretly crying because she can't get burgers. Because really, this is Maya we're talking about. This burgers are her life. Food in general is her life. And yes, if you haven't noticed, I have a tendency for making Maya out to be one of the biggest brats ever. Chief? Snake! Who are you? We'll answer that question next time. Anyways, I really appreciate that you stuck around to watch this episode. You're a great viewer, and I hope you come back for the next one. If you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you want. With that, I'll see you later. Bye.